Afternoons now, like after I showered and stuff, it was just like,
because I honestly just can't do cardio anymore.
oh my god, mine's more than 2 fingers.
I can feel that I can't control my core, I can't control like certain movements, so there's just no point me doing them.
So when you then start seeing this huge separation coming in, you're like, oh my god, what's going on?
Good morning guys, this bump is getting huge and I cannot wait to get into some detail about some ab separation with you all. I am up super early because my brother just left. He has been visiting me, which has been super nice. But before we get into the discussion about my ab splitting, I am going to do some breathing, I'm going to do some stretching, and I'm going to go on a walk, and then we will get into the discussion when we get back. So I normally go for a walk in the afternoon, but I decided to go early today because it's supposed to be 36 degrees and it's already super hot. So I was like, just get up now, go for a walk. I try to go every single day and I'm trying to get minimum 6,000 steps in. The reason for that is because I honestly just can't do cardio anymore. You know, obviously you can't do things like jumping anyway when you're pregnant, particular type of exercises, and I'm working with a physio and those type of exercises just aren't really working for me, especially in my 3rd trimester. Even when I've tried to do like HIIT style workouts in the terms of like keeping it to a timer of 30 seconds and, you know, moving quickly, it just doesn't work because I can feel that I can't control my core, I can't control like certain movements, so there's just no point me doing them. And for me, the best form of exercise for me to stick to is just doing my Pilates, toning work, and then of course just then doing my walking every single day. It's what's working for me. At the end of the day, this isn't for aesthetics anymore. This is to just keep me healthy and active and keep the baby healthy and active. So let's go for a walk. I'm going to shower when I get back, have some brekkie, and then we will get into this ab separation.
So before I get in and show you a little bit more of my ab separation, which I will show you in a second because you can see it kind of here, is I'm just going to moisturize my stomach. I've been doing this every single day for the past few weeks just to try and prevent stretch marks. I'm not using any oil because I tried to use oil and I just really didn't like any of the smell. The only thing that I like using is this lotion, which is from La Roche. It's really good. I actually used all their face stuff anyway, and it was safe for pregnancy, no harmful chemicals. So I've been using that on my belly. So far I have no stretch marks actually. I have a little bit across my boobs, like under here, but this has actually really helped decrease it. But we'll sit down and we'll do a chat about the ab separation, you know, the splitting. But you can kind of see it here. And basically you can just see the split coming, and it starts from all the way down here and it goes up. So we'll get into that, but just so you can kind of see obviously what I'm talking about before we jump into the explanation. I'm going to actually get ready because I look atrocious. Just don't really make any effort with quarantine and whatnot. Obviously we can go out now, but yeah, I'm gonna go get ready and then we'll sit down and have a discussion. Whew, okay, I finally sat down. I feel like I've had one of those afternoons now, like after I showered and stuff, it was just like, because it's a Monday, so I feel like I was just running around. I've had to film videos, I baked some cookies, and then I've just been working and whatnot. So yeah, just sat down now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's so hot here in Lisbon, I am sweating out. It probably just took me a good 5 minutes to put on some gym leggings because I have my physio coming over in a minute. So yeah, it took a while to put them on, which was super fun. Hashtag pregnant life. So guys, as obviously you've seen from the title and like I've said it in the video, I want to talk to you all about ab separation, my ab splitting, also known as, I'm probably gonna say this wrong, diastasis recti. Yes, it's something that I think majority of pregnant women get anyway, and it's something that I've suffered from. It's something that started happening around the 16-week mark for me. So as you can see in the video, you can see around my belly button or my navel that there is a gap. You can see it quite visibly when you're looking in the mirror. It's actually something that I didn't really know about until I got pregnant. And you know, when I've started talking about it more with people who have had children, they understand it. But you know, prior to pregnancy, I had no idea about this. And when it started happening, I'm not even gonna lie, I started freaking out. I was really concerned. I was like, oh my God, my abs, what am I gonna do? But you know, as time goes on and you know, I went and got myself a physio, I did a lot of heavy research into it myself. You start to understand that it's something very, very common in pregnancy. Some women have it worse than others, and some women don't really get it that bad at all, but it's something that is gonna happen. Now, what is it exactly? So it's basically, like I just said, it's your two abs at the front literally splitting. And the reason why they're splitting apart is because they're making room for the baby inside me to grow. So it's my uterus just stretching. So obviously, naturally, my stomach isn't gonna stay flat. It has to come out and it has to move so, you know, the baby can grow. So what happens is your linea alba, which is the line down the middle, has to stretch along with the abs at the side. And then once you've had your baby, they normally say between 6 and 8 weeks, you can normally see that your body will naturally come back to it by itself. And then you can start doing some core exercises to bring it back. So, you know, when I found out that I had it, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, my abs, what am I gonna do? Then, you know, when you start Googling stuff, Google's never a good idea, is it? Because you start looking into things and it's like, yes, you have diastasis recti if it's more than 2 fingers, which I was like, oh my God, mine's more than 2 fingers. Yeah, it is more than 2 fingers. But you then know, like, it might need surgery if it doesn't come back. And I was just like, do you know what? I'm just out of my comfort zone right now, and I'm gonna go and see someone. They're gonna look at my pelvic floor. They're gonna look at my ab separation. And that's exactly what I did. They looked at it. At the time, I only had one. It's a finger separation, but you know, as my pregnancy's progressed, I'm now 29 weeks. When this video goes up, I will be 31. So the gap has got bigger. It's now a 2 finger at the top and the bottom of my belly button, and my belly button's a 3. So again, as you see in the video, it's a lot wider around my belly button. That's just because of, you know, that's where the baby is. It's where a lot of the pressure is. So it's gonna split open more. So what I can do in the meantime to prevent it is just making sure that I really connect with my deep core. I do transverse abdominal breathing exercises, which is just sucking my belly in, which I will show you. So it's basically just, you know, breathing in, holding everything tight, and really trying to connect to my inner core as best as I can, just to hug the baby and bring it all in and make sure I'm remembering that connection with my stomach. So I do that about 2 times a day anyway. I do it in the morning, do it in the evening, as you guys saw. It's just to really keep my muscles aware that that's what they need to do, and then, you know, we just deal with it after pregnancy. Like I said, it's something that's very common, but you know, it's freaky. Like, you know, I'm kind of very proud of my abs and, you know, the hard work that I put into them. So when you then start seeing this huge separation coming in, you're like, oh my God, what's going on? It's only natural to be like, what is that? Because like I said, I didn't know what it was. So you start to not worry, but of course you start looking into it, and then, like I said, worst thing to do is start searching things on the internet. But you know, you end up going down like a rabbit hole looking into things. But since I've been working with my physio, it's really helped me to keep that connection there, learn some new things that I didn't know that I could do during pregnancy, to just, you know, have that connection there with my stomach. I am avoiding all core exercises because, like I said, currently right now I'm 29 weeks pregnant, so there is no doing any traditional ab exercises, which is totally fine. You got to put the needs of the baby first. So that's what I'm focusing on, but that is ab separation, guys. If you want me to do more of a video on this and, you know, talk about it, some of the exercises that I'm doing, the breathing techniques, connecting with the transverse, let me know in the comments below, because I honestly would be more than happy to talk about this, because I feel like it's something that so many of us don't actually know about. And I've been talking to my sister a lot about it, just saying to her to really sort of get into that mind frame of understanding her deep core and her pelvic floor for when, you know, the time does come for her to have children. But even, you know, whenever that is, it's just good for her to have that acknowledgement and really train her deep core anyway. But yeah, let me know, guys. I'm gonna have to run because my physio's here. So we are going to be working on some Pilates, and then I will have dinner because I get super hungry later. Yeah, and I'm probably going to eat a cookie because I'm hungry all the time these days. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Bye!